Good morning. I've tried to make this video twice. I've been watching the BBC and World Agriculture channels. I've got a few of them since my TV come back up. Since the smart TV don't want to come back on until you get enough internet power, so there you go. But anyway, I've watched Italy, Spain, Germany, Poland, so on and so forth. They're having anywhere from 40 to 80% of the crops rotting in the fields because of no workers or no migrant workers that comes from other countries to pick their crops. Now, we use a lot of migrant workers here in the United States also. And I looked at our place, they're plowing fields under with beans and so on, and a few of our crops. Of course, the United States is subsidizing them for their losses, but that don't help our dinner table when it comes down in about 3 to 6 months, buying green beans, spinach, so on and so forth. If we're going to plow and under and take our milk and just let it run down a drain and stuff like that, butter, cheese, so on and so forth, we're going to face tremendous food shortages. And within about 3 months to about, I'd say 24 months, there's going to be a tremendous food shortage. That's from 3 months to 2 years from now. Because a lot of things that we get from other countries are just not going to be available because they're not, it'll take a while to replant it. You know, when the planting season's over with, you'll have to wait another year to plant it. Now, some South American countries can get 2 crops in a year, but they're letting the first crop go under. I know we got warehouses full of food and this, that, and the other, but we'll eventually run out. And there's going to be a gap somewhere along the way that we won't be able to get certain things. And people, you know how people bought through the toilet paper crisis and stuff. Well, they're going to really panic when they ain't got nothing to put on the dinner table, even though they are back to work. So, like I said, that's the main thing. If you can plant a garden or plant anything, windowsill or something, you know, plant anything you got. If you can find seeds and stuff to plant, you know, you need to get them in the ground, especially if it's your planting season. If you got a greenhouse, get one of them suckers started back up, just so you'll have fresh vegetables, you know. Going to be a sight to see, I'll tell you that. You know, a lot of people around here, I've been buying eggs off people, and this, that, and the other. I'm hoping a lot of them around here grow their own vegetables so I can buy some of them off of them. I've got seeds and this, that, and the other, you know, but like I said, I'm old and I'll plant a little bit, but I ain't going to be able to take care of much, you know, too much of a garden. I'm basically going to plant mine in flower pots and stick them in the front room. I just don't know what's going to happen in the next year or two. Like I said, this opening back up will be great if we don't get hit by another coronavirus on top of it. You know, the fall season, as I call it. But by then, hopefully, people have planted and harvested. We got wheat in the ground. It's about knee-high in a lot of areas, and it's started seeding on the top. It's still greener than gourd. But it'll, if we ain't got nobody to run the harvesters and stuff, they'll just plow it under, you know, and then there'll be no wheat for the world. Because our wheat goes to China and a lot of other foreign countries. You know, we don't only plant for ourselves. We plant for around the world, just like in South America, they don't just plant bananas for themselves, they plant bananas for us, coffee for us, stuff like that. So we'll see how it goes in the next 3 to 24 months. But I've been watching the agriculture news all over the world, and it's not a pretty picture, you know. And like I said, now they say they got plenty of PPEs and respirators, ventilators. Well, South America ain't got nothing. Iran ain't got nothing. They got, I don't know, 6 respirators for every billion people. Well, that ain't gonna help. Gonna be dying like flies, God forbid. I hate to see any culture or any civilization or any human being die just because of the lack of materials. I don't want to starve to death for the lack of food either. Well, I'm going to let you guys go. Think about what I said. If you got seeds or whatever, even if it's a windowsill garden or just a little bits that you can, squash should be time to put it in around here in Oklahoma now. Squash and your lettuce and your early crops. You can look at your chart what to plant and when to plant. Nobody wants to listen to old people anyway, but I'm telling you, it's going to be a food shortage. It was that way during the Depression, and we're in a depression. I don't care who in the hell says anything else. We're in a damn depression. And there was a food shortage during the Depression. I remember, brought back to my memory the other day, and I started watching the different countries and stuff like that with their food crops. Found out they're plowing them under, letting them run out on the ground. They're not going to be harvesting this year. So that means there's going to be a worldwide, not just United States wide, it's going to be a worldwide food shortage. People are going to be starving in the streets. Of course, when a person starts starving, it raises crime, everything else starts going up, Civil unrest, everything you can name when a person started going hungry. I'm going to let you go. Don't panic. Buy for God's sakes. Just buy what you need, but buy a little extra each time. Leave some for other people. That ain't going to save you. What's going to save you is everybody trying to plant a garden like during the war. Second World War, everybody planted a victory garden. Everybody had their own garden. They traded and this, that, and the other. Done a little bartering here, there, and yonder, and they survived through it. We can do the same thing. But we got to get out there and do it. I got to go. It's early morning. I took my medicine. I'm good to go. That's another thing. There'll be a shortage on that stuff. I don't know. It sounds like round two's just about to hit us.